The pandemic has been a challenge for everybody, least of all the most vulnerable in society. The homeless already struggle to live on a day-to-day basis, but the coronavirus has just served to aggravate the situation even further. With stay-at-home orders virtually impossible for them, local authorities are having to think outside the box for solutions to the homelessness problem. The Solidarity Hotel project in Brussels is one of these ideas, making use of one of the many empty hotels in the area as a successful way to foster social inclusion.
We have people here with addiction problems that were able to have a break, and some decided to start a treatment. We have people that have been homeless, but they just need a little bit of help to find a home. They have almost all the documentation needed, but need some help to finalise the administrative procedures, namely to be registered in a social housing agency.
And this is just one of the organisations partnering with Brussels' public agency for homeless assistance. As things stand, 9 hotel owners have transferred the management of their businesses over to these institutions in exchange for compensation. But this is just a quick fix to a structural problem that will likely be aggravated by the recession.
A lot of people are falling into a situation of considerable poverty, with some finding themselves homeless because they have no income. Now the big challenge in the long term is, after the COVID crisis eventually ends, to find more permanent situation for all the people in need, and that demands quite a big mobilization of apartments, studios. We are already working on that during this crisis.
Over 50 million Europeans struggle to pay their own housing costs due to prices they simply cannot afford. 2 German academic institutions studied the housing market in member states for almost 3 years, finding that the major structural problems for people are price and rent increases in urban areas and the lack of affordable and social housing. Some of the short-term measures applied during the pandemic to avoid homelessness included eviction bans, mortgage reliefs, rent subsidies and rent freezes. But the long-term problems are ones faced by many different countries.
Many member states are facing common problems like affordable housing, urbanization. Some even share problems with access to credits for first-time buyers. What the EU can do and should do is to assist mutual learning from each other and cooperation.
And Brussels isn't the only city trying to help the needy. Similar projects are happening in Barcelona and Lyon. And even more promisingly, in December, the European Parliament will vote on an initiative that could help the less fortunate to gain access to decent and affordable housing for all. Christopher Pitchers, Euronews, Brussels.